In this video, I'll show you how to follow up with every single property seller lead or motivated property seller when they come to your website for some sort of instant cash offer or market intelligence if you're in real estate. We're going to use a simple automation and AI workflow where what it automatically does is it aims to obviously get the person on the phone call, but we're just going to assume the person doesn't answer, and then what kind of system we set up on the back end so we can ultimately at some point close a deal and make a lot of money off this potential lead. Because at the end of the day, if people that you are contacting are not getting a fast response, literally, if you contact someone within the first 5 minutes, you can increase your conversion rates of closing someone by up to 500x, which is insane. The problem is from a lot of people in real estate that I've spoken to, they are quite slow with the follow-ups, sometimes not until the next 1, 2, 3 business days, sometimes within an hour. I mean, still not bad at the end of the day. I've tried someone that took about an hour, so that was pretty good. But for the most part, a lot of agents that I've spoken to, they literally don't have any sort of back-end CRM, any sort of lead management system, or any sort of workflows that give people 5 to 12 different touch points. The more touch points you have, the higher odds you have of closing a deal. Statistics show that a lot of people in real estate, they tend to stop following up and continuing touch points after 1 to 2. And that's true from a lot of calls that I've had with business owners. Whereas, say, people who are having touch points up to 5, 8 to 12 times, you can increase your odds significantly of actually closing a deal. So here's a simple workflow I've created to show you how you can recover a lot of missed opportunities by having an AI look to secure the deal and book a high quality appointment to your calendar. And if that doesn't work out, to put them through a back-end automation system of multiple touch points to ultimately help you close the sale. This demo example is going to show what happens when, say, you have leads that come into your business, they provide information, and then how can you capture this information, quickly pre-qualify them, and if they don't answer, how can you immediately set up systems so you can never lose any opportunity or leave it on the table? So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to walk through a scenario of, say, let's say someone provides information on your website. You're going to get an immediate fast response by a voice AI. And then from there, we're just going to assume that the person doesn't pick up because they don't know who's calling. So here I'm providing my information. I'm about to submit it. And depending whether your real estate business actually does this or not, it'd be super useful. And also you would be able to pre-qualify and underwrite deals extremely fast. But in this case, we're going to assume that on the back end, you have nothing going on where you're not following up on leads, you're leaving money on the table. And I'm going to show you exactly what happens here. So we're going to press get cash offer. So here we're getting a voice AI call. And the thing is, you can see here that the AI is already talking, but there's a screening. So what's going to happen here is I'm not going to answer it. Assume, say, like a real person actually doesn't answer or they don't want to get on a phone call. So what happens next, right? Few things. On the back end, we don't really necessarily need to know what's going on here. This is just kind of like the back end logic of what's happening. But I do want to show you something more interesting. The first thing is if you have a back end newsletter or some sort of CRM, you can automatically collect the contact information and do something about it. The second thing is you want some sort of follow-up system where your leads don't just go dry. So what we have here is a multi-day follow-up system where automatically the prospect or the lead that submitted their information for a fast cash offer on their property, they get a personalized email outreach. And then this goes on over a few days until you mark them as cold. But automatically they are put as a warm lead into your system. And now there's something happening over a set of days, over a couple months, however it is that you choose to work your lead. But obviously the more touches you have, whether it's say phone call, text, or email, you can at some point actually get some sort of closed deal from this lead. So for instance, we sent out a simple email like this. This would obviously be personalized to you, but this was all literally just fully automated. So for instance, this lead just received this email. We tried to reach you about your property, and simply put, they just received an email automatically ask them, hey, are you still interested in selling your property? We'd love to buy it for fast cash. Are you still interested in selling, right? So if they didn't want to do a phone call and maybe say they didn't have time or they just couldn't answer it. So we had 3 different touch points for these people. They got a phone call, they got a voicemail, and they got an email. So for instance, if we look here, they got a voicemail transcript by the AI of just showing the initial message of the conversation. And what we're really doing here is providing as many touches as possible because it takes roughly 5 to 8 to even up to 12 sometimes of different touches of follow-ups just to close a deal in real estate. Now this is huge, especially if you're doing this all manually, you don't have a system on the back end, or you just simply don't have enough time or resources to do any of this yourself. It saves a lot of time, a lot of headache, and at the end of the day, it helps you close more deals because you're not doing this yourself. You don't have to worry about someone else doing it, and you just set it once with a simple automation with AI, and then from there, everything else gets taken care of. But it all starts with proper foundations and systems in place. This is what a fully automated system can do for you to capture more leads, do something about them, and at the end of the day, help you close more deals and turn prospects from cold to warm to hot until you finally close a deal.